Hey everybody, this is Melanie, and I am here to give you an update on what it's been like to have had a shaved head. I shaved my hair to go gray naturally 7 days ago, so I've had quite a bit of growth coming in, and the colors are really interesting. In some lights, it appears that I have some really dark gray hair, and then when I look at it in other lights, there's this really cool white shimmer that you can see. So I'm excited to see what else happens as it grows some more. The 7 days have been filled with lots of different experiences and mixed emotions. I had no idea that people would be this interested in seeing somebody shaving their head, and especially to do it for the reason of going gray naturally. There have been thousands and thousands of views of my first 2 videos, and that's incredible to me. I had no idea that that was going to happen. So I guess first of all I should say thank you so much for watching, for being on this journey with me, and especially thank you for all of those positive comments that I'm receiving. You guys are incredible in showing your support. You're incredible in showing your love and giving me some positive feedback and positive comments. So thank you so much for that. All of those comments are really, really helping me in those moments that I feel especially shy about making this decision. And in those times where my inner voice is criticizing me, saying, "What did you do? That was the craziest thing to have done." I have to acknowledge the fact that there are times that I feel really stupid and really ugly for having made this decision, despite all of the positive comments and despite all of the feedback. Kind of signed up for this knowing that there was going to be a roller coaster of emotions, and they are definitely happening. On the flip side of having all of the positive comments, I've also been encountering some negativity from other people. I was about ready to round a corner in a place that I frequent and stopped short in my tracks because I heard some other people talking and realized that they were talking about me. The words that I heard were not positive at all. They were saying things like, "She looks so f***ing ugly," and "what a f***ing ridiculous thing to have done." And the only reason that people are watching her videos just to see the freak show that came out of it. So that's a little disheartening to hear. And that might have been the worst of the negative feedback that I've gotten from this experience, but it was enough to derail me. And for the rest of the day, I felt really, really crappy about myself and second-guessed and questioned the decision. And not that I can take it back now. I mean, just have to wait for this hair to grow, but it did make me say, well, what if? And was it the right thing to do? And should I have done this? Of course, I took the time to reflect on that, to reflect and acknowledge my own feelings that were coming up around that. And I realized that that kind of reaction, that's an authentic reaction too. I realized that when folks have negative things to say, that's a reflection of their own fears that they have inside of them of looking silly or looking stupid or looking ugly. And it's absolutely a reflection of myself. When I have my fears that are still coming up around me, they're fears that are whispering in my ears. All of those fears absolutely do not go away overnight. They're still there. They're here right now while I'm in front of the camera saying, should I even be recording my journey like this? I know that I'm going to go through emotions like that, and it's really good to acknowledge them. I'm not going to go as far as to say that every time I have a negative feeling inside of me and a negative reaction about myself, that I'm calling attention to others to act that way, kind of that law of attraction thing. I'm not sure that that's happening, but I do believe that if I can give myself permission to be an inner critic and to say nasty things about myself, then that completely gives others free rein to say those things about me too. Whether it's behind my back, whether they know I'm listening or not, I'm kind of putting it out there that it's okay to say yucky things about yourself. So how do I change that? Because I don't want this roller coaster in my life. I don't want to necessarily have all of that negativity stored inside of me. I'm learning that it's work. It's really, really hard work. It's taking responsibility for myself and showing up for myself and saying, okay, I'm putting my foot down. Enough is enough. I am worth more than this. I deserve more than this, especially coming from myself. So 2017, I think that I'm definitely up for the task of accomplishing some really hard inner work. I'm pledging to myself that I'm going to take responsibility for myself. I can't necessarily change somebody else or change the way that others are going to react toward me, but I can change the way that I talk to myself inside. I can be more supportive to myself and more compassionate toward myself, and maybe I'll even be able to get to the point where I can forgive myself for all of those times that I beat myself up. Bit by bit, I hope to let go of criticizing myself. I hope to let go of the part of me that decides not to share myself with others just because I'm afraid of all of those spoken and unspoken judgments that might come up. All of the judgments that I'm afraid are happening when in fact they might not be happening. And I hope to let go of that really high expectation bar that I've set for myself, the one that says that I have to be a certain way. I'm not even sure if I know what that certain way is. I hope to attract more positivity, more light, more love into my life. I hope to be one of those people that participates in having a more relaxed, more loving, more warm, cozy way of being with each other. We only have this life, just one life, and we deserve to feel all of these things in our life every single day. So I have to start somewhere. What's my first step? Well, I think that the easiest thing that I could do is just keep smiling. Smiling is the one thing that can reset a mood. Smiling is the one thing that can change things in an instant, and it only takes one. I hope to learn how to smile even when I really, really don't want to, even when it's so challenging and so tense. Just remember to remind myself, remember to put a smile on my face. I did ask for help in initiating this first step. I asked some friends to share their favorite smiles with me, so I'm going to give you a glimpse of what they shared with me to help me make my day a little bit brighter. I had some friends share with me some smiles that they experienced when they were watching a proud moment or even when they were a part of that proud moment. I had some friends share the favorite smiles that they had when they knew that that's what they wanted to show the world. They know that their smile is their best feature, and that's what they want to share. That's what they want to show to the world. My friends know that this is an awesome part of their day. They want to make sure that smiling is a part of their day that they incorporate all the time. They make it a part of their feel-good routine. And I had some friends share that smiling just a tiny little bit, well, that's all that they could muster after going through a really challenging time. It's how they started to reclaim hope and gratitude and make that a part of their everyday life. Of course, we get to see smiles during life-changing new beginnings. And it's not just for people. I hear that our animal family and friends often smile back at us too. Of course, folks decided to send in pictures of their children smiling because they are the best teachers for when and how to smile. They can be our greatest inspiration. Their smiles hold such beauty and innocence, and they're somehow so sincere and so silly all at the same time, in a good way. And last but definitely not least, I had some folks share some pictures of togetherness, whether it be with family or friends or partners. They shared with me that their favorite smile was part of that connection. It was part of what helps deepen our bonds and help us express our love toward one another. Smiling is definitely helping me in this transition now, and I really don't want that smile contagion to end. I'm happy to have you share some of your smile moments with me, especially if they're your favorite and especially if they provoked some real good meaning in your life, or maybe because that particular smile moment rocked your world and changed the way that you were looking at your day. It changed your mood. So if you captured that on film, if you captured that in form of a story, in form of words, if you captured that moment on video, I would love to get to see that and share that moment with you. So please feel free to share in the comments below. Also, not only my husband, but my son now is telling me that if you like these videos, please click the button that says subscribe and also click the little button that says like. Thank you so much. Until the next update, I'll see you then. Bye.